In this training, we're going to walk through how to model a rental property and its associated income for your client's plan. Let's go now to our plus button where we enter all of our clients' assets. And we're going to select our property tile again. And under asset type, we're going to use our drop down to select a rental property. This is again co-owned. We're going to give this a name, rental property on Main Street. And we're going to give this a market value, a purchase value. And again, this is not a future property. This is something that they already own. And let's say that this is in a rapidly appreciating market. So we'll adjust our growth rate just a little bit here. And I did want to point out to you that we do model loss in the Voyant software. So if you do want to have this modeled in your client's plan, you can toggle on depreciation applies if your client has been keeping track of this. I do have in the inline help a example scenario and a video for you to watch if you wanted to apply this to your client's plan. I'm not going to do that in today's video, but I just wanted you to know that that's available there for you if you did want it to be calculated into their taxes. For timing, we're going to keep this rental property in the plan for the foreseeable future, so I'm going to leave that as is, and then we're going to assume that they do not carry any debt on this property and that there is some maintenance expenses, so I'm going to just keep some maintenance expenses, and let's say those are roughly $5,000 annually. And we'll click done to save those, and linked income. So rental income is $30,000 a year, and that is not earned and it is taxable. And we'll click done to save, and we're going to click done to save this property. If we click details, you'll notice that we now have some rental income coming into the plan, and that is here in pink. It's going to be listed as other income. You can see it in the first year as $30,000 in the plan, and then it's going to slowly grow at 3% over time. And then if we go into year view, you'll see it rental income. It's going to be split 50-50 in the cash flow tab between Judy and Philip. So you'll see it as $15,000 to each of them. If we go to our property tab, you'll see we now have their main residence, but we also have the rental property that is listed to them. And since they don't have any debt on that property, it's 100% equity. There's nothing on the debt screen for that one. And then for expenses, we should see the maintenance expenses that I entered for that property. And then if we go back to our dashboard, we'll see it listed under the property section here. And then if we go to our assets tab, we'll turn on our legend. We can see here we've got the rental property listed. You can see it growing as a illiquid asset over time. We can also hide all and just turn on the rental property, and you can see it appreciating over time. I hope that this has been helpful. If you do have any questions about rental properties or anything else while you are building a test case or a real life client case, you can always click the name of your client in the top right, select request support, and enter your question into the text box and share client access. Thanks for listening.